In this video, I'll show you how you can use Google Drive for desktop so we can get a folder or a drive which we can automatically sync with Google Drive when we add and remove files to it. So here I am inside of the standard web Google Drive. What we're going to do is open a new tab and we're going to type in Drive for desktop, and we can then go to the Google Help Support document. And then if you scroll down here, you'll be able to see to download Drive for desktop, you can click on one of these. I'm going to download it for Windows. That should then start the download of the exe file called Google Drive. We can then run this once it has downloaded, and we can now go through the setup of Google Drive. So let's install it. We'll click on install. And then what it's going to do is it's going to add a Google Drive folder to our computer. So we'll click launch and we'll set it up. Here it's going to welcome us to Google Drive. We can click here, get started, and you can go ahead and sign in to your Google Drive account. This is important so it can sync files from your local computer to Drive. Once you click sign in, it will open a web browser, and provided you're already signed in, you can just click sign in, and that should then sign you into Drive, and now you can see we're setting it up. So once that's done, it should sync and you should have a pop-up here. You can click got it to that. And what you need to do is you need to choose folders to sync from your computer to Google Drive. Now you can sync any of these folders that it recommends, or what I would recommend personally is click add folder. Then you can choose a folder here which you want to sync. So I'm going to put a folder in my documents and I'm just going to call it sync files, or maybe we want to call it work files or anything relevant. We can title the folder and then click select folder. Then we can click next. Click got it. We don't need to back up photos and videos here to Google Photos, so I'm just going to click skip on this. Now you can see we've got a folder that we selected. We can click next and then click next again. Now we can click open Drive, and essentially you can just close out of this. So if we open up File Explorer, you can see here we've got Google Drive, and inside of that we've got My Drive, and we've got all of our files that we have essentially in Google Drive. So we can go ahead and interact with these if we wanted to. We can add more files to this, or we can go to the folder which we just created called sync files. Inside of this folder, we can add and remove any files. So I'll just add a text document, and here you can see we've just added this text document. Now we'll go back to the Google Drive web app, and then if we go to computers, we go to my laptop, you can see the synced files. They are also in a folder. We can delete this and it will delete from our folder on our computer, or we can delete it on our computer and it will delete from Google Drive. So that's how you do it. You can essentially upload files to and from your computer to Google Drive without having to manually drag them in.